Hello everyone, and welcome to Barely Tactical. I'm Sean, and today is, well, a very different video. I've had an idea rattling around in my mind for quite a while now, and after seeing quite a few people talking about it in different streams, I figured, do you know what? I'm going to make a bit of a speculation type thing, I guess you could call it. And, well, I think it's pretty obvious with the title and with what's on the screen that we're going to talk about the possibility of duels in Total War Warhammer 3. Now, duels got added into the Total War series in Three Kingdoms, and they were added in pretty damn well. They're fun to do. It's quite entertaining watching your lord slug it out with another one and then slap them silly, and you be able to carry out various moves and such things to help sway the battle. All the meanwhile, your army's not allowed to get involved. Now, I feel like this system would work even better for Warhammer given the style of the game itself. I mean, you've got trolls, kings, elves, dwarves, vampires. I mean, that's just to name a few. Have them slugging it out with no interference is going to look pretty damn frigging awesome. Another possibility with this is that you could recreate battles that have happened in old world lore. I mean, there's not much documented on them, but we do know that in the end times, certain lords were killed by other lords, such as Queek by Thorgrim, Coadil by Durthu. Now, obviously, Coadil is a hero, but we'll get into that in a moment. You had Todgebringer, which, I mean, come on, his name's nearly Todger. How do people not laugh when they say that? But he killed the Beastman guy, who I can't remember his name either, because I'm terrible at these things. But my point is, this is going to add a bit of extra depth to those people who are real big fans of the lore. Or even if you don't like the lore, if there's just a particular lord that you really don't like, and you end up facing them, you could then get the utmost joy out of sending in your hero or your lord to absolutely smash them up in a duel and watch them just get pummeled into nothing. Now, as I said, there is a bit of an issue about one of the examples that I pointed out, which was Coadil being a legendary hero and not a legendary lord. But then, let's face it, Coadil wasn't exactly ever going to back down from a fight, the same as Felix wouldn't or Gorich wouldn't. So, having the ability to have certain heroes be able to take part in a duel on your behalf and act as a champion could really help things. And it could even have a system involved which you break down the enemy's morale pretty quickly if you win the duel, or if you lose the duel, in fact. Another concern that I would have, I don't know if I'd call it a concern, but something that I would hope is probably going to be polished up for Total War Warhammer 3 anyway, is the animations of the Lord themselves. They don't seem particularly unique. I mean, when they're fighting, it's just a repeated movement over and over. You get the odd unique sort of animation being chucked in, like Malekith shoving his shield into the ground, which you will see throughout these clips. And he goes back to get it afterwards. But then there's things just like where they completely clip through the enemy, or they miss the enemy and yet there's still blood splattering and those kind of things. There's even a bit where Loan Leonka, I think that's how you pronounce it, I'm sorry if it isn't, gets smacked about with Throg's huge bloody hammer thing, and he doesn't even move. He literally just stands there and stabs Throg back. I mean, that kind of needs a bit of polishing. I'm hoping that'll happen anyway, but yeah, that's just something that I would personally like to see, because it could make it look so much better from so many different standpoints. I think I've prattled on enough about this, so I'll just close it up. I'd love to hear what you guys think of this, so please do feel free to leave a comment or join Discord, or, catch me on Twitch when I'm doing live streams, or over on my Twitter or whatever. But just my ending point, I really did enjoy the duels in Three Kingdoms. I felt like it gave it a little bit of added flavor, which was really nice, and it's something that I think would do even better in a fantasy setting. I mean, just visually, Warhammer is much more impressive than almost any of the other Total War games, in my view. So having Grimgor and Archaon I know I just said that wrong. I'm tired. I'm sorry. Having them slug it out in a proper duel and then having it in a cinematic mode sort of thing would be absolutely amazing. But as I said, I'm going to shut up now, and I'd love to hear what you guys think of this. So please do let me know. Thank you for hanging out and watching this. I really do appreciate it. If you've enjoyed it, feel free to leave a like or, your comment, your opinion, that sort of thing. I don't know, the stuff that a good YouTuber is supposed to say. With that, goodbye, my glorious gits.